There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. He's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Tennessee's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Overton. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Ole Miss offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that...
intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got some room to run. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
And they'll take over first and 10.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season?
Oh, he's got some space. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top. How it went down. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They feed him again. Look out, he's got room. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. On the ground, it's Welch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So,
turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, the ground game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Offense gets set for second down. Off play action. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And he'll try to throw for it. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. That brings them to within 1.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Oh, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Quick release by the QB. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. A big third down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Vols trying to cash it in on first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. And that one did not work. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got room to work. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really happened to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case. And there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely...
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Toss to the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
Finds him out of the backfield.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
He's got it. First down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Reed. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The short hands, it's Welsh. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
With the catch, it's Watkins. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a nonprofit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's in schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly, and it is killing them in this game.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Bishop. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Grant behind the line. It's Bishop. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown ball. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Lofts one high and deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That's caught. It's Watkins. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Rebels come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Yeah, it converts on 4th down and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. This guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Rebels had this offense rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's held. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Immediately fires to the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Welch.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. 3rd down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, keep the drive moving.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for the goal line. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll pull it on the read. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Vaughn. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, going up top. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by just 2 over Pittsburgh.
On the run, it's Welsh.
Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Reed. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He fires one deep down the right side.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The Rebels are flying down the field. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. This offense starts deep in a hole. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the Vols want to move quickly. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Vaughn. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try